All right, welcome everybody to Town Hall number 117. It's October 1st. We're in Q4. Fall is upon us, at least on this side of the world. And today we are, well, first of all, we're dealing with some technical hassle because of my Zoom account, but we're making it work. And today we are joined by Kenichi, AJ, Amaya, Guillermo, Ashley, Collie, Kareem, Kateri, Mikasa, Onyeka, OAP, Sergio, the Fries DeFi, and Vanni. Thanks all for tuning in and for dealing with that, couple of minutes of technical difficulties, let's say. As you can see on the screen, today's agenda, we start off with a couple of mentions, then a little update on the consent process on the budget for Q4. And then two other topics, one being the community projects vote from R&D Guild, and then from Writers Work Group about an initiative for a mascot on the ambassador program. If we have any time left after that for open topics, well, we'll have to see if that happens. Then a quick reminder on what the ambassador program even is and what we're doing. Basically, we're a group of like-minded people that are all aligned with the mission and vision of SingularityNet and wanting to contribute to it. We do this through a bunch of self-organizing work groups. And if you want to help out, we do have a wide range of topics for these work groups. So I'm sure there will be something for you to hop on as well. If you're interested, do check our Discord server. It has a how to join section, and that explains how to join. All right, that brings us to the mentions. If you could skip a couple of slides to the mentions, please. Feels so bad asking this, but yeah, well, technical difficulties, let's say. It'll work. So first of all, on the mentions, for deep funding, there's a couple of changes for round 5, and feedback is very much welcome. If you check out the socials of deep funding, you will see a form there, and it basically explains, that form is the space where you can give your feedback. And one of the main changes for round 5 would be that a team will be limited to a maximum of 3 proposals or awarded projects. So if you have 2 awarded projects already, you will be capped, let's say, on putting 1 additional proposal forward. So the total of active projects, let's say, that will be 3. So, well, that's just calling out one change, but there's a whole blog post about all the details, and do check it out and give some feedback there. Then from Marketing Guild side, there's a form asking for input from the community, from you, on all kind of engagement initiatives that we could do, basically. You can find that on the Marketing Guild Discord channel. Again, please put your input into the form there. Would you mind skipping another slide? And then on the I'd like to call out, I saw it earlier today on the We Are Reading series, a great post by Ines on the consciousness explosion. It's a new book by Dr. Ben Goertzel together with Gabriel Axel. And 10 out of 10 can recommend. This blog, this We Are Reading series is a bit of a summary, basically, but the full book is also available. Got to check that out. Then 2 more things to call out. First of all, on the Treasury Guild channel, you can find the when to meet link. And this is somewhat urgent because tomorrow during a knowledge-based work group at, 10 UTC in the morning, there will be a check on what people entered into the when to meet, figuring out if we can get a bit more engagement on Treasury Guild and unrelated groups by perhaps shifting the meeting times. And then the last one for tomorrow, Wednesday, 13:30 UTC, there will be an X Space together with the Ocean Protocol Ambassador Program. And I think, I'm not sure if the links for this are shared yet. I imagine they will be on all over the place tomorrow for sure, before it starts. Quickly check. No, they will be on Discord and the Ambassador Twitter protocol, the Twitter account. All right, that concludes the mentions. Then we get to the real meat of the call. A quick update on the consent process for the budgets. Basically today during the governance work group call, I don't mind speaking all the time, but I would happily give the pleasure of updating to others who were there during the call, if there's volunteers. If not, don't feel pressured, please.
I mean, I can say that all work groups have now passed. In the call today, we got through oh, sorry, did I cut out then?
Yeah, for
Sorry.
me, yeah, I was wondering, but yes, you did a little.
Yeah, in the call today, we got through LATAM objections and GitHub PBL objections, and we discovered that if we discounted the invalid objections, which didn't have a rationale, then both work groups passed. So that means that everyone is through, and Tevo is going to be making adjustments to the fitted budgets. So hopefully, probably sometime tomorrow, we'll be able to look at that budget planner spreadsheet and see what our fitted budgets are. And that was kind of the meat of the call.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just a minor thing I added on the slide. Like over the coming week, basically up until the next governance work group call, we'll be working on basically getting the essence of the objections that were there, but that simply did not come above the 20% threshold. To just, yeah, not completely ignore them, but get the essence of it and see if we can, some of the comments, quite a lot of them actually, were aimed at one work group, but could very well, had potential for maybe getting turned into like program-wide policies. Vanessa?
Yeah, I was also going to say that in the last few governance calls, people have kind of said how exhausting and stressful the whole process has been this time. So there is a little document flying around. If anybody's got any thoughts about other ways that we could do the budget decision. So that's just there in case anyone's got any thoughts.
Yes. Yeah, so basically for what we kind of concluded right now the consent process for Q4. And in theory, this leaves us with 2 months of not thinking about budgets. But as you say, like quite a lot of people have indicated, we might need to, well, either change the current setup, like evolve the experiment, or perhaps do a full overhaul. So yeah, for the coming quarter, it's not just going to be the last month of budget discussions, but we will have a bit more high level discussions on how do we even approach this and how can we do it in such a way that is, not such a drag. Like it overtakes a lot of conversation. Yeah, that might not be quite optimal. So yeah, by default, the governance work group feels like a decent place for that, together with the open governance work group on Thursdays. If there's any need for other, like, I could imagine a treasury session being spent on them as well. But I think, yeah, just keep an eye open on both the governance and treasury channel. You'll stay up to date. I think that. Are there any questions on this update regarding the budget? Before moving on, or we can move on, but if there's any questions, don't hesitate. I'll take that as a no questions. All right. Yeah, then moving on to the next agenda item on the R&D Guild and proposals for Q4. Guillermo, can I give you the room?
Hi, everyone. Yes, thank you, Pete. Yeah, that's enough of a consent process and budgeting for at least for the month. I can close that with one quote. I still believe that is very constructive. So I really looking forward to the retrospective and see how we can take out. Yeah, there's some outputs that we can use. But that said, I'm gonna share my screen. Give me a minute. Sorry for this. So the idea will be to have, it would be ideal to have all of the core contributors participate, but I think it's a good number. It's a good percent. What is 20 from 51 or 52 is more than 40%, or almost there. So that's a good number for this first. Kisi, if you're in the room, I don't see Kisi. Let me get the voting form. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll do that.
Can you put that on the chat, please?
Yeah.
So I want to go through the voting form, and that way, we can go like 2 minutes. Pete, is that okay with you? The idea will be to give a little introduction of, yeah, it's the last day for voting. We want you guys to engage. It would be ideal to have as much of core contributors. I have it here. So again, I just checked. It took us. Thank you, man. Before joining the call, almost 20 votes. I didn't check the percentage on which proposals were these votes, but and just with the vote number, 20 for 50 something of us, that's a good number. Thumbs up if you guys can see my screen.
We can.
We do. Okay, so this is a form we put together. I just want to go through it a little bit to reinforce the concept of what we're doing. And probably make a correction here that I probably, we need, this is a work in progress. As you can see there, one core contributor equals one vote. That doesn't mean that you can vote just for one of the proposals, okay? That means that it was a concept. It was a kind of a metaphor that Buckshot on us, and Vani make the typo correction. And I didn't put it on the form. So we got the notice out that it's not that you can just vote for one of the proposals. That means that we are reinforcing the idea of positive voting between the community members. No than voting, we establish a quorum. As you can see, a proposal needs to have 30 to 40%. And complex proposals that take more than 3/4 to develop needs 60 to 70 quorum. But again, this is a short introduction of the voting process that you're going to see here, and then the most important of all, the ideas that we are voting for. You're going to find a title and a short overview and a link to the template proposal that we put together. As you take the time to check the proposals, you will have a detailed problem solution. Well, you know the drill. Pretty similar to what we do with the funding. but simpler, more condensed and narrow to the ambassador program, narrow to building solutions and tools to help our activities. This first proposal, it was from Barnasaka. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. It proposed research on the ambassador participation in AI discussion and blockchain preference within the SingularityNet ecosystem. This is a research proposal, and you will find more details on the voting form, and then again on the link with the full proposal. Then the second proposal that the community is voting is presented by an old-time core contributor, Rojo. As everyone knows, Rojo showcased results for the previous development he was leading on the R&D, the core contributor dashboard. It's online, almost deployed. We're still figuring out some stuff for the hosting. And now he's working with AJ and Advance, aka Emmanuel, on integration with the dashboard, skill database dashboard that is, again, it's concluded, it's ready to deploy. So we'll have more news for that later. And this second proposal that Rojo introduced in this new voting system for the R&D brings an expansion of that. So the proposal includes integration of this framework we already have to host the Web3 dashboard platform, make an archival record integration to the platform, the Oracle tool that Andre and the team lead by Vani and Sucre for the archival. We can integrate that into this platform and have a more layer on top layer on one place for the ambassadors. Also with documentation and to automatic documentation of core contributors based on existing metrics for contributions. You will find more details on the link for the complete proposal. Then, sorry, I'm taking that long bit. Kenichi presented the legacy proposal V0.1. This is an extension of the proposal that have been finished. First milestone. The proposal, it's aiming for a second milestone, which is the development of the research. So you can find everything on the repos of the R&D. There you will find complete research and the bones of the design that Kenichi and the team are going to use to build and deploy the next phase of this framework. The project will develop a decentralized governance platform for the SingularityNet Ambassador program that rewards positive behavior, active engagement, and participation. You can go on the overview and you will find all the details. This will bring, the idea of this proposal will bring transparent decision-making and community-driven governance. So I assume that all of these tools integrated are going to help in our consent process to be more smooth and flow without so much time constraint and discussion. And the last proposal, it's again an idea we put together with Kisi, and I can refer it as a dashboard for consent. Through all this process, we have been learning. And again, sometimes we say, okay, no, we don't need this, but probably we can use a dashboard that will help with the final consent process. So the vision is to use the legacy, the core contributor portal integration, and the consent dashboard, all in a framework that can empower and bring more efficiency to the ambassadors program. Again, you can vote for more than one of the proposals, and please join and engage on this because we're inviting the community to decide on what we build. And we will start actions after tonight. We will share the results 23:59 hours UTC. The voting close. We're gonna keep this one. So please, I'm gonna drop this on the chat. Come and join the adventure. Vote. Let's help us decide what we build for the community.
Amazing. Thanks a lot for sharing. And kudos for the R&D Guild to, well, even approaching it in this way. That's by your own choice, not top-down forced. And yeah, it's just, to me, it's great asking, what should we do? Looks like in the meantime, 2 additional responses were added during your talk. So building the numbers, good stuff. Quick check in the room. Any questions on this? Any comments? I have a hard time reading chat in the meantime, I have to say, but I'll check that as well.
Just that I'm still not able to vote more than once. It's not letting me.
Reset your form so you can vote again. I'm going to give you a thumbs up when I'm able to do that. I need a couple more minutes.
No problem. No problem.
But I'm gonna share again Pete's presentation.
One thing, yeah, and maybe it's nitpicking, and it's not the nicest time of doing that during right after a presentation. But I'm confused by these quora. It's a range. So how does that work? Is it like the lower number or the higher number, or? Yeah, I'm wondering how a range works on a quorum. Like if it's 30 to 40%. Yeah, maybe it's really nitpicking. Sorry to do this, but I'm just wondering, like, how does that work?
I don't know. We're still experimenting. Let's see where we get. Let's see where we get. We consent in these numbers with all the members of the guild. So it was hard even to not let some of the proposals go through the process just to play the book too strict, you know. So we went through a week of assessment and help the proposals to reach the standards we are trying to achieve. Teams, team-based, idea-driven, having always a backup, a way to, let's say, methodology to have somebody always to be able to pick up the ball and keep building, and to be that kind of not only spirit but also a structure. You know, you need a system to be able to do that. And I don't know, it's still a little bit of experiment we are playing. So I will give you a more concrete response after we figure out the numbers of what we can do. One thing is that we want to protect the assets we are responsible for, and that's the main idea to deliver. So let's see if we can get there.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, again, I didn't really mean to nitpick there too much. I do see a hand up in the meantime, Vanessa.
Yeah, I just had a related question. You've got a different quorum for like a big or long project than you have for a shorter one. But I don't know if I missed it, but in the form I couldn't tell which ones are the bigger ones and which ones are the smaller ones.
Yeah, so yeah, the smaller ones are for the proposals, and the more complex proposals. And again, we base on
No, I get that. I was just asking which is which out of the 4.
The 4 proposals are simple. They don't go further than 3/4 for development. And if they do want to bring a proposal that extends, they need to participate again on the voting process. It's not that because they have already instantaneously they will they need to present what is the idea. If it's another layer for so again, you see both legacy and the dashboard contributor. They were already building, and we decided that it was fair to have the community decide. So again, we're still experimenting. Let's see where we get.
Nice. Anyone else on the topic? Another vote coming in. Nice. All right. Don't think I see any hands. Cool. Then moving on to the writers work group and their initiative on a mascot for the ambassador program. And I think Nietzsche is in the house.
Yeah, hello everyone. And yeah, the initiative actually is not from the Writers Work Group, it's from the Marketing Guild. And I don't know if Karim is in the house. Yeah, Karim is here. So yeah, Karim is the one leading the initiative. So yeah, Karim, take the wheel.
Hi guys, can everybody hear me?
Loud and clear, yes.
Okay, yeah, so let me just get right into it. So we've decided to come up with a mascot. For people who don't know what a mascot is, it is almost like a character that just tries to portray the what's it called? It's a character that tries to educate people on what the brand is about. So yeah, as much as we're trying to make this like, yeah, we're trying to make it like very engaging. So we're giving it out to the community. So yeah, we're going to like release a flyer telling people to come and showcase their design skills and try to create something that aligns with the ambassadors program's goals and mission. So yeah, as much as we're trying to make it engaging, we'll also have to like check back like quality control, see if it actually matches with the program's vision and mission. So yeah, we're looking to create about 5 to 10 characters. So yeah, we from the marketing group will also like create characters as well, including like the names and all. So yeah, once this is all done, we'll put it out to the core contributors to decide which one actually aligns properly with the ambassador program. And yeah, in the long run, the point of this mascot will also be developing like comic series. So yeah, the comic series is basically like creating storylines that still revolve around SingularityNet and its ecosystem. So we're trying to educate people in a very visually captivating way. Yeah, so that's just like a summary of what our plan is. And yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Nice. Thanks for sharing. And apologies for putting writers work group on there. I did change this slide now, but yeah, that's no use if the screen share is already running. Cool. Any questions in the room? Chat is calling for gremlins. Hey,
Yeah.
sorry, on mobile, I really can't see who's put his hand up first, but feel free to take the microphone, let's say.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just wanted to add, we will also be developing like side characters like for the mascot. So like if anybody is interested in like featuring in these comics, you could just like send me a picture of yourself or probably any animated picture of yourself. So yeah, we'll see what we can do and like add you to this series.
Cool. Then Rocco, you have your hand up.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to remind everyone that tomorrow we will have the X space with Ocean Protocols community members. I'm posting a link here now. This is an X post that has like basically a link where you can set a reminder on X or Twitter, basically. It will be quite a relaxed space, like it's not like we have an agenda or something like that. We'll be mainly talking about the merger, but probably we'll be talking about a bunch of things, I guess. Everyone here is, I guess, welcome to be a speaker or a listener. It really depends on what you want. I got a confirmation from a couple of you that you'll be attending. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that's kind of about it.
Nice. Thanks for sharing. Let's see. I think Kenichi, that's an old hand, or
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the mascot initiative that we're going to be doing a call out. So the initial phase of this mascot would be for community members. Anyone actually can submit a design that adheres with our instructions, basically, towards the brand guidelines and a few other items you'll find in the tally form. You can expect the post to go out on our X page. So yeah, so anyone can actually submit an initial design, and then after the submission, the submission I think closes on the 10th of October, and then we will the graphic team will actually go over this and present to the core contributors the options that they have to choose from. So just remind everyone to keep an eye out for the call out, basically.
all right. I imagine that will be in the decisions to make channel as well, or maybe just marketing, or both. Cool. I think unless there's questions about this specific topic, that does bring us more or less towards the end of the agenda, which has well, space for open topics or any random questions you may happen to have. Please don't hesitate. There's no wrong questions, no stupid ones. Feel free to ask anything, or if you have a topic you feel we should be discussing during this call. We still have 10 minutes on the clock in theory, so you can. Yes. I see a hand up. I'm not sure if it's Kenichi or Guillermo, but
Now it's my face there. Okay. Yeah, I just stopped sharing screen, so this is more human. Even though there's a bunch of us hiding their face. I'm gonna beat you guys finally one day. We will. Now, just a quick update on the today's early events. So it was officially announced the ASI Alliance is participating in the Solana Copa America event. There's a virtual hackathon that's going on all the way through the LATAM region, starting from Mexico to Argentina. We have been hiddenly worked behind the screens with foundation members of the Alliance strategy work task, Rob and some others. And today we officially just started. We have a workshop recorded that is going to be streamed out today's 22 hours UTC with Abby from the Fetch AI tech team that they put together the pieces that participants will use to participate in the hackathon. It was officially announced hours ago also on the X platform from Solana to ASI Alliance. So we are very happy to be the LATAM and ambassadors, being the first hand to reach out in collaboration with ACI partners, and very exciting news for tomorrow, XSpace with the Ocean Protocol, and to reach out and meet all the great people that are out there to help us in collaboration build this AGI. So it was pretty exciting. All last call minute, let's go. We need this. We have this. So it was fun. And I did mention to the foundation, we are the SNET ambassadors. We like to experiment. We know how to adapt, and we are here to help. So it was fun, and hopefully we represented well. More news coming probably in the next update.
Awesome. Yeah, that, by the way, definitely needs some retweets from ambassador account side. I do see, yeah, all the Alliance members are reposting. Yeah, great stuff. What can I say? I saw you, in the Telegram groups coordinating. I was quite happy I didn't play too much of a role there. But yeah, great job. Any questions, remarks, or other topics? Now is your chance. I see no hands and no unmutes, so that can only mean one thing. It's time to wrap up. Yep. Yeah, time to wrap up. Thanks all for being here and sharing your time with us. Yeah, hope to see you in one of the many upcoming community calls. Yeah, as mentioned during the call, there's a couple of deadlines. Voting for the R&D projects has 5 more hours, more or less. So don't sleep on that. Yeah, if we don't speak in one of the community calls, we'll talk on Discord. So hope to see you at the next one.
Thank you, Peter.